community, welcome to the Inner Sleeve. I'm your host DR, and tonight's video is another one from the collection. And if you can tell, the one I'm doing tonight is the Doors self-titled. And it's not just one, but it's multiple pressings because this was the first album I ever bought multiple pressings of. So let's start off with the first one. So I bought this Rhino reissue. I believe this one was a 2009. It's on 180 gram vinyl. It was one of the first records I bought. I believe I bought it from Barnes & Noble. So we'll take a quick look at the jacket. This is just a standard jacket. It is not a gatefold. You'll see a nice hype sticker there that says featuring the original stereo mixes, includes Break On Through to the Other Side, Light My Fire, and 20th Century Fox. So this one sounds pretty good. I picked it up, like I said early on, not really for sure whether I was going to go ahead and get an original pressings or not of the Doors albums, but I decided that I'd like to do that. So I ended up getting another pressing. We'll talk about that one in a minute. So here's the label. It's on that kind of a gold colored Electra label. And then I picked up this original from Discogs. It was being touted as a VG Plus on the media and a VG Plus on the cover. And this one is, the cover is definitely VG Plus. It looks basically almost as good as my reissue, except for maybe a little bit of wear right here. Otherwise it's in excellent shape. Again, this one is not a gatefold. This was pressed at the Pittman pressing plant, and it's a 1967. It is a repress, but you can see the labels versus the reissue look darn near identical. So they did a really good job on that Rhino reissue. My Rhino reissue, because it doesn't have all the pops and crackles that this one does, definitely sounds better than this one, just because of that primarily. Otherwise, in the parts that aren't as crackly, it sounds really good. And then I decided to go ahead and also, one thing I found out, I think it was Mike at the In Groove, he started talking about these Analog Productions pressing, in particular for LA Woman, and I decided to pick up that LA Woman version. And then this was the last one I got on from Analog Productions, from the Acoustic Sound series. So far in the Doors, I just decided to finally get this, even though I had 2 copies of the album already, just because the other ones sound so good. I have all of them now except for Soft Parade. And the Doors are definitely one of my all-time favorite groups. I really got into them in college when that movie about the Doors came out that Val Kilmer played Jim Morrison in. And then from there, I had a Greatest Doors best of CD collection, or a couple CDs. And it wasn't until I got into vinyl where I really started to listen to it by album, which is really cool because I discovered more sounds. This one comes on these inner sleeves, quality record pressing inner sleeves, very similar to the MoFi ones. Rice paper sleeves. This is a 45 RPM. So the label looks pretty similar, but it does have a lot of other things on it. It says DMC, quality record pressings, Analog Productions, so there's a lot of other information on that. And they do a great job with the jacket on these. Really heavy cardboard. You definitely can tell that you're getting a higher quality jacket for sure. So I'll go ahead and show the jacket real quick. Very glossy. This one's super glossy. There's what it looks like in the inside on the gatefold. Pretty cool gatefold. It doesn't have, for an insert, I think it just has they always put their Acoustic Sounds catalogs in there. I think that's all it had for an insert. This is the Acoustic Sounds catalog. Yep, so that's all that this one has as far as an insert goes. Doesn't really need an insert. you know, with the gatefold especially. And good stuff. Really good sound quality, obviously, on this. Here's what the hype stickers look like. You guys have seen these before, you know what the hype stickers look like. But definitely one of my favorite groups, one of my favorite albums. Eventually maybe I'll do a Doors ranking album. I have more Doors vinyl in my collection than any other, along with the live albums and multiple pressings now of most of their albums. So if you guys are Doors fans, tell me what you know, your experiences with some of these pressings in the comments below. And I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and we'll see you next time. Keep that turntable spinning. See ya.